Good afternoon, boys and girls, mums and dads. For those of you who don't know me, I am Luke Hill.
LJM.
LJM. What's your initials?
Luke James.
John,
Think Annie.
brother to the groom, and today I'm very, very honoured to be best man.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
First of all, I'd like to thank you all for coming. You all scrub up very nicely, especially the bridesmaids, Holly, Carrie and Sam. You look wonderful. Things might change after a few glasses of champagne. We've all seen Holly's dance moves. Ushers, you look wonderful as well. Congratulations, you look very smart. Mr. Mills, very dapper, nice suit, sunshine, better than the orange one. And Mrs. Mills, we all knew you were going to look amazing, but you've just totally blown us out of the web.
Yeah.
Today is like a gift to me, and I really do feel so proud. These two are two of my best friends, and I couldn't be any happier today. Right, that's a nice bit out of the way. I was beginning to feel quite nervous when I started to write my speech. I didn't know where to begin. For once in my life, I couldn't turn to my big brother for his advice. So after doing some research, I found out that I meant to sing the groom's praises and tell you all about his many good points. But Lawrence asked me not to sing, and my mum's told me not to lie. So when Dave finally here... Oh, wasn't that funny? After making Laura wait 8 years for a proposal, a 2-year engagement seems pretty short. We were banned from mentioning weddings at one point. The song was so fed up of waiting for Sean to pop the question, she would find us £1 every time someone mentioned it. I'm not joking, she didn't. So that all went towards your meals tonight. But my brother, he's a perfectionist, and he's always enjoyed making people wait for things. Even at primary school, he would tell the teacher, "It's okay, miss, I'll do it later." He sometimes seems to be travelling at snail's pace and then achieves wonderful results, and that's the case today, definitely. It's safe to say, over the years, I've provided all the qualities you would expect from a younger brother. And like all good artists, Mum and Dad made a rough copy before the masterpiece. Rough copy? That was my American accent, I think that's in When we were younger, Sean was a keen footballer, and I was not. He would spend hours organising his Sox Supremos teams, and he spent most Sundays playing Harry Chalks, where I would be on the sideline supporting him, especially if I knew they were going to McDonald's after. Turn the page. I think a lot of the family know what story's coming in. One day he was practicing his skills in the garden with our dear cousin Andrew. And I thought it would be a good idea to steal the ball and throw it over next door's fence. So I carried on doing this quite a few times, and by this point they got the ump. So they locked me in the rabbit hut. I was crying, screaming and shouting for half an hour, and they finally let me out. Mum had the Hoover on at the time, so she couldn't hear me crying. That's right, I'm so strange. The first time Lauren was invited round to our family home, we were decorating the hall, just in case you wondered. And as Sean's love life was about to peak, my maturity levels were a few steps behind. And I painted "I Love Lauren" by Shawn Mills all over the walls. This stunt, along with telling Lauren that Sean fancied her in school assemblies, leads me to believe that I really helped things progress. Fortunately for me, by this time, Kimbers the rabbit had gone, so there was no longer a hutch to lock him. But Kimbers hadn't run away to live under a beach after all, had she, Sean? Our parents had underestimated how upset a 23-year-old would be when years later Sean found out that Kimber had actually been eaten by a fox. Although Sean was very sad when his rabbit died, he was even more upset when he lost his hair. I was beginning to wonder why I was asked to be best man, as all I seem to do is stitch you up and cause havoc. But then again, if you've seen the Ushers, I'm much better in the photo. In all seriousness, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the Ushers for being good, I'd like to thank the Ushers for being such good mates to my brother over the years. He's really lucky to have you lot, and I know he thinks the world of you all. I couldn't make my speech today without mentioning Sean's stag, Las Vegas. I'd like to say that I could take the credit for getting him home in one piece, but I was either asleep outside a hotel or arguing with a bouncer, so... Chris the man got him home, so you can have the credit for that, Chris. Missed the photos, but you got him home. Right, where did I get to? So I think it's all the stag. The reason behind Sean's popularity could be anything from his laid-back nature, his good work ethic, or his dedication to his friends. Even when Sean was a baby, he broke the mould. I'm not talking metaphorically either, he really did break the mould. His head was so big. Mum and Dad thought he had something wrong with him. All jokes aside, it's been an honour to be best man today. Thanks, Sean. You're everything I could wish for in a brother. Pause. And we're so lucky to be so close as a family. I'm so proud to call myself your brother. And Laura. Pause. We should be welcoming you into our family today. You've already been such a big part of it for so many years. If I had to choose, my sister-in-law could never have picked anyone as wonderful as you. For those of you who don't know, I'm a very talented poet. I've been compared to Pam Ayres, Kanye West, and Auntie Annie. So I'd like to end my speech with a rhyme for you all, if you don't mind. That's if I don't start crying halfway through. Pause. Once upon a time, there lived a little mouse who met a great big bear, and they moved into a house. The bear loved the mouse a lot. He promised to never leave her, apart from one summer when he was locked up in Ibiza. Sean has landed on his feet. I'm still not quite sure how, but Lauren's not always this sweet. She can be a stroppy gal. But it was many years ago when these two got together, and never did we have a doubt that they would last forever. And now the years have passed, and time goes by too soon. The bear and his little mouse are now the bride and groom. So I would like to make a toast to family and friends, and most importantly, to Sean and Lauren, and a love that never ends. Ladies and gentlemen, the bride and groom.
This is the best wedding ever.
The end.